I got roped into this. I wasn't going to do it, but Wayne offered me 10 grand, so I couldn't really refuse. So he's got the cash in the car. He showed me. So anyway, I'd like to welcome everyone. I'd like to thank the New South Wales Clay Target Association for this, Wayne's induction. I'd like to welcome Sonia, Cass and Nude for coming up all the way up. Sonia's been hanging out to come to a gun club for years, and Wayne hasn't let her, but she's finally here, so yeah, she's missed the shooting, but anyway. Anyway, so this is Wayne's induction into the Skeet Hall of Fame, New South Wales. So today Wayne joins Reggie Clark and Scott Wright. They were inducted in 2001. Myself in 2016. Then Adrian and Julian Lichetti, they were inducted in 2017, that was done at Cecil Park. Mark Corbett, everyone knows Corbo, he was done here in 2019. And then Harry, 2023, last year, so in this room. So that makes Wayne the 8th member into the Skeet New South Wales Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Wayne for that. So I'll read through some of his achievements now. I'll just get this jacket off, it's a bit warm in here. Or I'm a bit nervous, one of the two. Yeah, I probably won't be needing this anymore, like after I don't know, 10 years of two-man team partners, so carrying him, and my back's been a bit better. So anyway, Wayne started shooting skeet in 2007. We'll touch base, who introduced him a bit in a minute. We'll go through some of his wins. So 2014, we did a trip down to, obviously I didn't do a trip, but everyone shot down at Frankston. And Buttigieg thought he won the 410, shot a 49 in the 410, thought he's got it all sewn up. Here's Wayne, rocks in with his fairly new gun, shoots his, I don't know if it was your first 50 in the 410, comes in and wins his first state title down in Victoria with the 410. 2015 was a bit of a dry year by the looks of it here. There's nothing really written down there, but anyway. 2016, Wayne won his first pointed state title over in Western Australia, 20 gauge. Shot off with Craig O'Neill, I think, from memory. And I think it was a pretty big shoot off too, from memory. I think Wayne was a bit nervous. Craig got a phone call from Buttigieg. And the next minute, Craig missed his first target, and Wayne wins. So I don't know how much that cost. So I think John Sheeman may have rang Buttigieg and said, look, I'll throw some money in as well. But anyway, so he's won that. That same year, he come to New South Wales here and shooting off for the 20 gauge here. So he had a bit of a run with the 20 gauge. I think it got down to you and Mike, maybe from memory. Obviously, Mike's never won anything, so, that was a pretty easy one too. 2017, come here at the New South Wales State Carnival. The only thing I've got written down is a two-man team. But I'm pretty sure from memory, you won the doubles here with the only 50. You won the New South Wales team high gun and the New South Wales high gun. So over the whole 3 days, shot the high score to win that in 2017. And then, obviously I carried him for the two-man team. We won that as well. So, then it looks like 2016 was a bit of a dry year as well. We went to Hamilton, and I think there was 2 squads, so maybe 10 people. Shot the 100 in the main event over there, the 12 gauge. Anyway, Wayne was shooting over on the first layout, and there was another squad here. They all got out. Wayne and Jack were the last 2 on this layout, and Jack missed. Wayne thought, I better keep going, and anyway, I walked over and said, looks like you've cleaned that up. So anyway, he's won that. First national title in New Zealand. And the 12 gauge, I mean, it's the main event over there. It's been going for a million years. And yeah, he's lucky enough to have won that. Then it looks like 2020 was another dry year. Come to the Australian Nationals here, 2021. Australian National runner-up in the 410. Yeah, that's a pretty good feat. 410, it's hard to shoot, and to be runner-up, that's a pretty good effort. 2022, back to New Zealand in Hamilton, 28 gauge. So I think there was no one shot the possible but Wayne. So that was a pretty good year. Cuzzo was in the runner-up shoot-off, Cuzzo. Clay Baldwin, myself, Richard Westlake, from memory. Anyway, I think me and Richard Westlake missed the high one straight up. Cuzzo and Clay went another station or two. It was really windy. That's why I missed anyway. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, the wind got me. And I wanted to go to doubles, but Clay, I don't like doubles or something. Yeah, so he didn't want to go to doubles, but anyway. So I bombed out, but yeah, he got a skinner. Yeah, the only one that shot them all. Then 2023, looks like went down to Victoria, won the 28 gauge. Can't remember whether you shot off for that one or not.
Yeah, with Les. Your
Yeah.
cousin's best mate, Les.
Yeah.
Sorry, Les.
Righto, yeah. You give that one to him, did you, Les, or not? Yeah. Yeah, then we went over to Western Australia. Anyway, Wayne had a bit of he cleaned up a bit there. Won the 20 gauge, the 12 gauge, and the high gun. And I mean, they only had 3 events, and he won all 3 of them. So, yeah, I was over there, but I just went over for support. I didn't even get the gun out actually from memory. Yeah, wanted to split the motel and stuff. So yeah. Then we went to South Australia. South Australia was before that anyway. Won the 410 there. I think he shot a real good score too, like a 45 or 46 or something. Yeah, that was pretty solid. But before that, we had New South Wales in August here, and you won the New South Wales team high gun out there. I think it might have been in your squad there. Yeah, so that team high gun was the last 10 points that you needed for qualify for this Hall of Fame, so that's a bit of a big deal. And then obviously once you won that, we went to Western Australia and won a few more. But so in total, you got 2 national titles, 1 national runner-up, 12 state titles. You've got 2 New South Wales team high guns, 130 Hall of Fame points. You're AA Elite, number 36. You've made 2 All-Australian teams, 3 Trans-Tasman teams, 5 Southern Zone teams. You've been in the New South Wales Postal team 12 times, and you've been in the shoulder-to-shoulder team 7 times. Now, halfway through there, there's 1 Glen Trophy team. Yeah, and I've put to be confirmed because I've gone back through all the records. He's claiming that he's been in this team, but I mean, I can't recall anything. I did find some records of the year that he claims to be in the team, but his name's not written there, so I don't know what the story is. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so what we'll do is I've got a few couple of presentations to do, and then we'll ask you a few questions about some of your stuff. So I'll start with the first one. Start with the first one here. Now I can confirm that in 2021 he did indeed actually make the Glen Trophy. So here's the jacket. Now I'm not sure whether he got that made up. or whether it's a legitimate. Has anyone else seen one of them? Because I don't think anyone else has got one. But
Where's Michael? You've seen one of those?
no, well, not with that year. I don't think there's any more. But
Pretty sure Michael was in the team.
yeah, but have you got a jacket with that year on it, buddy? No, I don't think you have, do you? No, I don't think. But anyway, so that's why we thought it was made up. But apparently it's not. So
Don't put the ears on it anymore.
yeah. So, but anyway, we'll give you that to start with. And I do like he's been ringing around everywhere, like the Prime Minister. Have you seen my jacket? No one knew what it was. But anyway, I had it. So. What else have we got? I got a bag of goodies here as well. So, hang on, there's one missing. There's one missing. It's, I think it's in the car. I might have to get Sarah to go and grab it, but yeah. So, I'll get Sarah to duck out to the car and grab the other one. The other one, the blue one. Yeah, I think it's in the bag with the hats, I think, from memory. I'll just have a drink of water while we're going. So I'll explain this orange juice. Now, we're up at John Rodden and DiPioli. They were with us. We went to Darwin and we went out to breakfast one morning. Anyway, we got up and paid and blah, blah, blah. I went last to pay. Anyway, I paid and they're like, oh yeah, you had, the eggs or whatever it was, and the orange juice. Anyway, I'm like, oh no, I didn't, but I'll pay for it. Anyway, we're on the way to the club, and we're having a conversation about something, and I think it went something along the lines of, I said to Wayne, I said, oh look, I mightn't be able to have lunch and that today. I don't have any money, I'm broke. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, I've got to pay for everyone's breakfast. Anyway, so he's lost his shit and laughed and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he's a bit of a tight ass, but... and then the next year we went up there and went to a different place. He's got an orange juice and we've ordered breakfast. And his breakfast took forever and anyway, he's got up and said, oh no, blah, 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 cancel it now. Anyway, he got his money back and we've gone out. But he still had the orange juice, didn't pay for the orange juice. So I don't know whether you want to keep that yourself or send it to the other cafe. There's another one here. So the first year that we were there with this orange juice, we got there late. Rod and come picked us up from the airport. We checked in, went to bed. Woke up the next morning. Anyway, I looked across and he's like, Jesus Christ, it's freaking cold. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And literally, I don't know if you remember, if you've seen the beds, and they've got, this wide throw rug on the end for your shoes. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, up in Darwin, because it's hot all the year round, all you get is a sheet. That's all that's on the bed, and a pillow. So anyway, I've got him a blanket, so he can take it to Darwin. It's not real wide, but it's about as wide as the one you had. So I look over, and here he is, got this blanket on him like this, trying to warm up. Anyway, so there's another little present for you. And then we've got one more there. This year at the Nationals, we're shooting out here. We're going all right, and having a bit of trouble with the voice releases. And we're shooting on the second one from the end. Might be practice 2 TD. Anyway, we're shooting the Commonwealth. And we gets around after the first round, and Wayne had a bit of a dummy spit, and said, "Oh, I'm pulling out. I'm going up to see, And anyway, he's got, I think, the whole of the ACTA and half the council, whinging about the voice releases. Oh, this is the anyway. I was in the squad, and I think one time he called and it didn't come. From what I can remember. So we've got it's like a little present, so you can carry that, you can hook that on your belt or and that way if it plays up, so anyway. I've got one more thing here. Just so you can hear it. No, this is legit. Hang on. I don't know how it'll go. Just everyone listen up there. This is serious now. Wayne Petersen, the man, the myth, the legend. Oh no, wait, crap. That's the speech Michael Buddige asked for me to write for him. Hang on. Well, here it is. Wayne Petersen, New South Wales State Hall of Fame inductee. What a lucky man you are. You are a truly talented shooter to be able to accomplish all of your wins using a Blouser F3. And if that wasn't enough of a challenge, you put a double release trigger in it. And just when I thought you couldn't handicap your natural abilities anymore, you install a stock on your gun with a hole in it for your thumb. What? Not a rifle, my friend, but since you are a one-eyed shooter, I guess it all makes sense. The New South Wales State Hall of Fame. Congrats. I would normally say congratulations. However, in trying to follow your Aussie rules, I'm using abbreviations, as using the complete word is apparently a waste of time and takes too long, according to you. God forbid I use the actual English language to send you huge amounts of compliments and to tell you how proud I am to know you and to see what a great shooter you've become. A well-deserved honor, my friend. This is the first of many awards to come your way. One word of advice. When giving your acceptance speeches, talk slower. This way people that aren't from Sydney can understand what you're actually saying. Well done, my friend. Enjoy this special honor. All the best. Righto, so now all the gifts and that are out of the way. We can collect them later. We might get you up here and we'll just run through a few of your achievements, and then I've got Clarkie's famous 5 questions to ask you, so people can
Amazing memory.
So you're 410. You want to run us through that? So I'm pretty sure you had the new 4-barrel maybe,
Yep.
And probably not for very long from memory, maybe 6 months tops.
Yeah,
How'd it
6
get?
months tops, yep. Satori grade 6.
Yeah, so that was your second 4-barrel?
Yep.
Or maybe we shouldn't talk about how many guns you've had. Yeah. Look, if anything happens to him, yeah, no, there's only one, yeah, but if anything happens, just give us a call and I'll sort it out. $1,200 tops. Like I say, 2015 was a bit of a dry period, but I've got something penciled in here. A New Zealand 2-man team. Who did you win that with?
Can't remember.
Oh, right, yeah. So anyway, I don't know whether anyone's heard the story, but when you go to New Zealand and you go in the 2-man team, you've got to be from the same province. I don't even know what that means, but they said it's sort of like a state over here. So anyway, we rocked up, and back at this stage, we weren't shooting together, shot together, but not in the same squad. And I think we had the 20 gauge and the kill well back then, so a 20 gauge and a 12 gauge 100 target event. So anyway, I said at the beginning I said we should go in this 2-man team, we might be able to give them a run. Anyway, I think from memory you shot 93 in the 20 gauge and 93 in the kill well. Anyway, I come in with real solid score, 2 94s. Anyway, I thought, I think we're wasting our money, and I've gone up and I said, how much is this 2-man team? And I don't know what it was, $30 or whatever, and I'm thinking that's New Zealand dollars, that's nothing.
$5.
Yeah, $5, but anyway. So I threw us in, I thought, well, at least, the money will go to someone. Anyway, lo and behold, we both shot the 100, and I think we're the first New South Wales shooters maybe to then be on the trophy and to skin it with the 200. obviously there's other shooters that have done that, but not from New South Wales.
It's pretty prestigious, those shields. I mean, Cuzzo's on there with Dave. To get your name on that trophy, I'm pretty proud of that with Shane, because to pull off 200s at a national event against such high class shooters as that was a pretty good effort.
And that might have been, Buddy might be able to, that might have been the year that there was, did a heap of yous, or that was later on, a heap of yous shot the 100?
That's when the year after when Cuzzo and Dave won.
Oh, well, yeah, so there was like...
that was 12, you said?
No, that was 15. That was 15. Yeah, there was a heap of yous went in and nearly all of you shot. That was
that was the
five-man team, yeah, one 90.
Shot the 100, even Jimmy.
Yeah.
And Mal shot 91.
Yeah.
491.
Yeah, so, and then, you know, I mean, you won the 410 in 14, 2015 two-man team, and then you're like, you know, you're a good shooter, maybe I start shooting in your squad. Well, right, yeah, no worries. And then, you know, all these wins started happening. You know, we got to 16 and you got two state titles. I mean, you know, were you been watching me or? Like,
It's all about you, mate.
Yeah,
it's all about you.
Yeah, like, geez, Benno's so cool. Yeah, anyway, so, you know, Western Australia was your first appointed state title over in Western Australia, and I think from memory, might have been only me and you from New South Wales went across, wasn't it, that year?
Yeah, it was that Craig O'Neill.
Yeah, because there was a few Queenslanders, and you both shot the 50, yeah, I won.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. Obviously, my first point of going out for a shoot-off with Craig O'Neill, National Hall of Fame inductee, good shot. And walking out, I mean, I was really nervous. So just to break the ice, I said to Craig, how many state national titles you got? He says, heaps. I said, well, you know, how about give me one? He said, you go out and earn it. Straight out and he dropped high one. So I was lucky enough to pull it off.
Yeah, I don't know, what did that end up costing?
Yeah, how much?
Yeah. Like money everywhere, but anyway, got you over the line. And then New South Wales here, you and Buddy, I don't know, there was more than two years in the shoot-off to start with, yeah, I think, from memory.
Oh, no, there was
In
7, at least. Cuzzo famously went out on low 1, Lorraine high 2, you high 2, Amberley Emmett. Was that Emmett? Is that true?
Yeah.
There was a few of us.
I don't think I was in that shoot-off because I would have won it, but...
Buddy was all concerned by my whole point.
Yeah.
He's thinking, oh, it must be...
Shane paid us, he said,
Yeah.
we're going to do something to help us for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
What did you get, $50 each?
Yeah, you remember? Yeah.
What have you ever done, Cuzzo?
Like I say, I had the checkbook in the car, but I mean, I didn't have a big enough box trailer to bring all the check stubs down here to everyone I've paid off, you know.
Was there Sheila here that year?
No, that's the next year, so we'll talk about that now. Yeah, so 2017, you won the New South Wales doubles, the team high gun and the overall high gun and the two-man team, you know, the
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, the big one. So I remember in 2017, I rang you up and said, oh, look, the Shane coming out this year. And he said, yeah, he's coming. I'm like, oh, I want to book me and Sarah in for the clinic. And you're like, no, he's booked out. I said, oh, well, just get me or Sarah. And you're like, no, he's booked. Anyway, I spoke to everyone. No one did a Shima clinic in 2017. They were booked out, but he had all of them. All of them. Literally all of them. And then, you know, down the practice track down here doing some other ones between events. But anyway, it paid off that year, 17. You won the doubles, team high gun, and like I say, the overall high gun is the big one. And then the real big one is the two-man team. Yeah. You know, there was a few big names in that, but anyway, I got you over the line in the end. Yeah. Oh, it's been terrible. I've been sitting in the classroom all week, my neck's killing me, but it's not because of that. It's just like the constant stress you know, from the weight. It's terrible. New Zealand 12 gauge in Hamilton. Tell us about that one.
Well, first national titles, I mean, that was a big event. I think there was 7 in the shoot-off. And 2 separate layouts, Jack and I and Tony Truss. People that have been to New Zealand know Tony's one of the top shots in the country. Dave O'Sullivan, maybe Andy Peter, Mason Reed, so some great shots out there. I'm walking out thinking, yeah, I've got no chance. And unbeknownst, everyone on the first layout's gone in the first round. They're probably like station 5, they were gone.
Yeah.
Everybody out. Tony went on high 3, but Jack and I had no idea that everyone else was out. So we're shooting pretty well. I shoot station 6, and Jack misses low. And instantly I'm thinking to myself, okay, get through 7, get through 8, just get yourself to the next round. And there's this commotion. What the hell's going on? And Jack looks at me, because he's looking back, seeing the commotion back here, I'm going to swear, sorry. Turns around and he looks at me and he says, "You fucking won." And to see Jack and the jubilation, I mean, he's just lost, but to see the jubilation that I won was something I'll always remember, because he's such a good hit, such a high point. But seeing this guy try to run from the background of the girls, it's over. It's over.
You call me, I'm an athlete.
So it's actually not, winning a national title to me, I mean, it was great, but it wasn't winning the title as such. It was a jubilation by everyone around, by your peers, everyone to be as happy as I was to win. That was the most important thing. You know, for Buffett here and Jack, it was a good place to be. I really enjoyed that. And the day before, just looking at Sammy won, was it the day before the 20 gauge? Was it the day before he won his first national title?
2 days.
2 days before?
Yeah, the handicap would have been the day before.
Yeah, he locked himself in the bathroom for quite a while. He couldn't
Yeah.
get out of the bathroom. Trying to
Bang,
knock out, knocking out
what's
the
going on
windows
here?
and-
Yeah, I'm locked in the toilet. Yeah.
So two national titles in a couple of days. It's about coming together as friends and enjoying the sport. It's not actually the title. That's the big deal to me.
Yeah, so he won that himself, that one. I didn't pay anyone that time. There was too many, I didn't have enough cash. So that was 18, 19 Northern Territory doubles. So from memory, yeah, you scun that like literally. I think after the first 2 events, you're like, I mean, if I had the car here, I'd drive home. I'd shoot that bad. I'm like, oh, well, anyway. Yeah, he come out and shot the 50 in the 50 or 49. 50 in the doubles, yeah, scun it. So it just goes to show. I mean, if you're not shooting your best, don't give up. There's always another event tomorrow that you can, and yeah, like to come in with the skin. I mean, normally if you shoot your singles a bit ordinary, you think your doubles are going to be pretty bad, but that's not always the case. 2021. I actually don't even remember this. The Australian National 410 runner-up. So, did you have to shoot off for it?
I can't remember. But did I shoot off for that one? I did? Oh. Who was it? What was the shoot off? You don't remember?
You won it that year, probably.
I think it was doubles 410, station 3 maybe.
I can't remember.
But yeah, anyways, I mean, 410, I mean, yeah, even though it's not a win, it's a runner-up. Yeah, it's still pretty impressive. And then, as I said before, 2022, back to Hamilton again. Yeah, and you scun the 28 gauge. I don't understand. You've got all these skinners here, and when I shoot the possible, 7, 8, 900, whatever. I can't remember the figure, but it's right up there. Yeah, and you get all these skinners like.
It's intimidating.
Yeah, like. It's bloody terrible.
When they see the numbers on the board, when they see the red, they just give up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that was a good win. I think it.
Clay Baldwin, who's
Yeah,
got a big?
yeah. From memory, it was a bit windy, but it came up real windy with the shoot off. But I mean there was no excuse for anyone else not to shoot 50.
In the morning was perfect.
Yeah, I mean you come in with the only 50 and. All us other mugs with 49s, and like I say, I wanted to go to doubles, but they didn't want to go to doubles. But then Western Australia 12 gauge, we went over there, and pretty sure you had to shoot off with some top shot over there. You remember that?
Is this the one you won?
No, you won it. You won it.
Was it you? Hang on, the year you won.
No, you won it. So what happened from memory? What was clean? Last box, I think I missed low 5 repeat. Seems a bit odd that would happen last box. But anyway, so now we're both on 98, and actually with Matty might, Tristan, Palmer, I can't say his name, yeah. Yeah, so the three of us were on 98s. We've gone out and shoot off. I think Tristan might have missed station 1, maybe high 1 or something like that. Then we got up to high 2, station 2. Anyway, he's like, oh, you know, I really want some points and get into the Hall of Fame. You know, is there anything you can do? So anyway, I gets up there and load the gun and closed my eyes. I shot the high and the low from memory. And then when it come to the doubles, you know, I squirted the high. But anyway, yeah, that's not bad with the eyes closed. So you won that, and then we're walking off, and you said, oh, you didn't give me that. I said, no, of course I did. Right? Anyway, and I think that was the year that I won the high gun from memory. And then they said, oh, hang on, now that we're about to do the presentation, the 20 gauge is not in the high gun. So now I didn't win it. But anyway, yeah.
You want Western Australia?
Yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, made you work a bit hard for that one. 2023, Victorian 28 gauge. Yeah, again, I can't remember that one. You shot off with
Les.
Is it just the 2 years?
Yep.
Like 45s or?
I'm pretty sure it's possible.
Oh,
That's
right.
fine.
Yeah, well, I got another one in the fridge for you. Dry, ugly, you know.
You're not nervous at all.
Up here, put me on show and that, like.
Who paid for that oranges?
Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, give me a carton of them, can you? Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure after that, the next one was the New South Wales team high gun. So that was the one that got you over the line, the 10 points you needed for the state high gun. Yeah, I think we were shooting on maybe layout 3 down, like the 3rd one or 4th one up, from memory. Take us through that one a bit.
Was that when you took a dive again?
Oh, look, I mean, I'm not saying that, but I can't recall. But I mean, he was shooting in front of me, and then he missed one. I'm like, oh, now I'm level with him. So I missed one. Yeah, and then we got around a bit further, and then he missed another one. I'm like, oh, Jesus. So I missed another one. So, you know, he's one in front of me, and still I'm thinking, oh, like, you know, and I'm thinking, geez, don't miss another one, because no one's going to believe if I miss 3. No one. Anyway, so I think...
We're getting worried about not making the team.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, geez, if, you know, we're both not going to make the team, and you're not going to get your bloody 10 points here, so... but anyway, we sealed the deal out there, and I didn't even actually know whether he knew. I mean, like, I knew that that's what he needed, but we finished station 8, and you know, I shook his hand and said, you know, congratulations, but you know, clearly, I don't know when you realise that, you know, that's what you needed to, you know, to seal the
And
deal.
Kathleen mentioned it as I'm walking down for the presentation as well. How are your points looking?
Yeah, so that was the one that sealed the deal for the Hall of Fame. So then, Western Australia. So we went over there, 20 gauge, 12 gauge high gun. So that was pretty good to go with that. And like I say, I just went over for moral support. I didn't take my gun. Yeah, just make it a bit cheaper, you know, shared a motel and a car. Yeah. So yeah, so that was pretty good. And I think, you know, the Western Australians, they're pretty, all the shooters over there, you know, they're pretty, I can't think of the word, but I mean, as soon as he won, they all run out and cheered him, and from memory. I think that's how.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah. Shoot off. What's the shoot off?
Did you win something?
What shoot off?
Yeah. Anyway, and then the South Australia.
Outside of Maddie, they don't like the Eastern States. Maddie's the only support we've got.
Yeah, and Matty's a bit iffy too, you know.
Because he's really an Eastern States boy.
Yeah. You said the same thing about you.
Yeah. South Australia, we went to the state carnival, and I don't think I was there for the gauge, so that's probably why he won the 410. But yeah, so he won the 410. And was that I think was that the first year that they were state titles, or that might have been the second year. I think Davo won the 28 and you won the 410. Yeah, awesome score.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for that. So tell us, 2007, when you started shooting, who introduced you to the shooting, and what made you take up Skeet?
I just went out, we were out on our soccer trip away at the end of the season, and went out to a farm with one of the boys, and he had this old ready shotgun and a single target thrower, and I had a couple of shots, and pretty much I was hooked from there. I came back and said to Sonia, oh, I've got to buy a gun, this is fantastic. She said, how much is a gun?
$300.
What's this going to be? Oh, they're cheap, don't worry. It's not going to be expensive at all. No travel, done it easy.
Yeah.
Went down to Cecil Park, bought a gun, went down to Cecil Park and actually tried to shoot trap at first, and I don't think I hit a target at all. And I said, I'm just going to go back to Horsey Park and take this gun back because I've got no chance of this. And most people wouldn't remember Mike Maloney, but it was his son, Matt, said, there's a guy over here who might be able to give you a lesson or two. It was Ben Bahaja. And Ben, I went from like 0 to 15 after one lesson with Ben, so I've got to give him credit. Setting up for a basic shooter, he actually does, he does pretty well. And then, we'll keep going from Reggie Clark, yeah.
Keep going.
Then when I started shooting competitively, met Reggie Clark. Everyone knows Reggie Clark, surely. And, you know, inaugural Hall of Fame inductee. He was like 85 when I met him.
Yeah.
And he was very influential, introducing me initially to Peter. And then Pete took me under his wing, and basically that's when the serious coaching started, and did a lot of travel with Pete, who introduced me to Scott, and then more coaching from the technical side, you know, progress from there. And then when you're meeting people, I mean, looking at Gil Farish, with Pete's induction to all these, you know, top shooters, your shooting has to improve when you're getting, you know, pretty serious advice on people that actually know what they're talking about. But you know, it actually probably all comes back to Reg and encouraging me to get out and shoot competitively. A good story with Reg, he would have been at least 80. And we shot 99 at Cecil Park, and we're going for a shoot-off for the overall, and we're both in A grade at the time. And Reggie's got his bloody walking stick, dragging his gun out to the layout, and he looks at me and he said, "You're going to have some pity on an old man." I said, "No." I said, "I'm going to ride you into the ground, you old bastard." But he turned around and he said, "That's what I like, boy." He said, "Don't give him away." And that was Reg. He was always competitive. Scott knew him well, Pete knew him well. He was competitive till the day he died. He'd never ever give him away, always work hard to win. So yeah, I miss old Reg, that's for sure. Then, I mean, I shot with Peter for many years, trapped with New Zealand together. Then a little bit of help from Shima. But obviously the high point was teaming up with this guy, and that's when obviously all the professional coaching, you know, came in.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't
that made all the difference.
I bought one of them 500 ream stacks of paper and was going to put all the two-man teams, but there wasn't enough sides to put how many we won. I think I bought one and you were
Tell us about the Northern Territory then.
the Northern Territory one, yeah, and I think we won that one too, yeah, from memory. I used to go with Cat all the time.
That's right.
Cat started getting a bit old.
Just check with Sarah, she might remember.
No, it doesn't ring a bell at all. So I think, you know, I'm pretty sure we won it there one time. Me and Cat won it 3 times or something, and then we didn't go in it for a few years.
No.
Actually, yeah, you and Sarah won it one year.
You were basically telling everybody you and Kat were going to do.
No, we didn't go in it.
Remember that?
Yeah,
Sarah, you remember that?
I went back to the car and we filled it out, but we didn't hand it in.
Feel free. Remind me what happened, mate. They're bragging they're going to do a three-peat. Sarah says, we should knock these blokes on the head. We bagged them up. Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I told you what happened, Cuzzo. We went back through, I'm like, no, our scores don't add up, and it was in the car, in the glove box. So, yeah, so we would have won it, but anyway. Yeah, so you know, and Cuzzo might remember this. So Ben was sort of your first coach, former Commonwealth champion too, I think, from memory.
Tell Cuzzo.
Yeah, give you a bit of an ass kicking, Cuzzo, didn't he?
Tidying him up.
Yeah.
Is that his business card?
Yeah, no, I've got one. You got a lemonade.
Were you just starting out then, C grade?
Yeah.
Hadn't achieved anything at that point in time?
Your first shoot off too, probably. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so that's all right. So I'll move on to Clarkie's famous questions. So number one, what's your best moment in Skeet?
Oh, two-man team.
Yeah, but which one?
It's got to be two-man team.
Yeah.
It's the first national, but as I said before, it's not the title itself. It's the experience, all your peers, your friends, and carrying the trophies a bonus short. But the jubilation from everyone, the travelling, the camaraderie, that was the best part. That's certainly the highlight.
And I'm pretty sure I've got a photo of the two of us too somewhere, but you weren't really smiling either, like most of your photos. I don't know what the story is. You might want to grab a few of these photos if he's laughing or smiling a bit. The next one, what's your worst moment in Skeet?
Probably the worst moment.
Yeah, worst moment. Like besides the whole, down dummies, oh, hang on, that didn't come out. I'm like, yeah, no, but you didn't even call. Oh, yeah, no, I thought it did. Mel, come out here and I need some new voice releases, but anyway.
Probably losing a couple of the old boys over the last couple of years in Reggie and Jess. That's probably the worst moment in the sport, to lose people that you spend so much time with. Reggie was 40 years older than me, and Jess 30 years older than me. But you do form a relationship with the old boys, and they're very generous with their time. Jess and I down the practice layout, and we're down the pattern board, and he's talking about loads and chronographs. We spent a lot of time down there, and that'd be the worst moment, is losing those two guys in probably 12-month period.
I didn't think Jess was 100 when he passed. You say he's only 20 years older than you? Anyway. The best moment in Skeet, when you didn't win.
That's the two-man team in New Zealand. I've got to concede that one. Because both of us shot the 100, we went out and we both bombed out really quickly in the shoot-off.
I don't know if I bombed out.
No, you bombed out.
I think I'm pretty sure I was runner-up. Dave O'Sullivan, relatively new shooter. Again, I just helped him out. I mean, who misses a low 7 on? They're easy. Like low 7. Anyway,
Good result.
yeah. What has Skeet taught you in life?
Humility. So, at this sport, you can be at the highest one day and at the lowest the next. You can be out there thinking you're at the top of your game and wake up the next morning and you're not. So, and we have to accept that, and we have to accept, Andrew today and Sarah yesterday, personal achievements, but it's not winning a state or a national title personal achievement. It might be that there's a C grader out there who gets C3 for the very first time, or they shoot their first 25. We need to celebrate as a whole all of these personal achievements. Where's Tony? Tony Anakides here somewhere. He was. At Newcastle a little while ago, he was B3, he was 6 down, and we were both on wood. And I dropped we were like 3 boxes into the shoot-off, I think, and I dropped a low 6, but Tony, in his mind, to beat a AA grader, he was the top. He was so happy with that. Again, his personal achievement, and that's what we really should respect. And as a Skeet fraternity, we tend to do so. If somebody wins out on the layout, we go and congratulate them, and we show our appreciation for their effort. That's what I've learned. I've learned to be humble and appreciate the camaraderie between the fraternity.
Humble, you say. You didn't know in the car. Okay, this one, number 5. So this is Clarkie's last question. So, besides me, what brings you back?
It is the competition. The competition is what brings you back, but it's the social side as well, because if it was just the competition, I wouldn't do it. You have to have your friends and your peers in the sport. That's what brings you back. It is an addiction.
One thing John said on the recording about the double release trigger. When you went to double release, was it? Was there anyone shooting double release that, you know?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, geez, he's bloody good. I might throw one of them in.
Give it a crack.
Yeah. I think this
I just
question...
want to be like you, Ben.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with
You're so cool.
Yeah. Question 6. This is just a ringing one. Sonia would like to know how much money you've spent.
I told you it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Cheap.
I mean, I can't recall.
Yeah, like them slabs of ammo, they're like $5 each. Righto, so would anyone like to come up and say, oh, okay, no worries. No, serious, anyone would like to come up and say anything at all?
Please don't embarrass me.
Yeah, we'll embarrass him a bit more. Yeah. No? Yeah, I wouldn't either. I know you're doing this because you're going to pay me, but yeah, so there was something I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was now. Like legit, I just forgot it. No, he was too busy harping on about himself. I'm trying to think of it, and yeah, I can't recall. But anyway, righto.
A couple of special mentions first.
Besides myself.
Yeah. Steve Marcon. Hi, Steve. We're getting videoed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Steve's mother-in-law passed away last Sunday, and obviously he can't come, but he really wanted to be here. He wanted to be re-squatted with us to shoot on my Hall of Fame. It's really nice for him to want to do that. So hi, Steve. Hi, Jules. Hi, Vinny. That's really important. A couple of people travelled. Lorraine Hughes said she's desperate to be here. Unfortunately, she had work, so she sent down her envoy just to show her face. Thanks, Nige. I know Paul and Leone, time out of their trip north to stick their heads in. Thanks very much. I really appreciate that. And thank you for everyone just staying back. It was a long wait this afternoon. I appreciate it. So, yeah, thanks for coming back. Nice to have my family here, particularly my wife. I'll get upset.
Yeah, but I'm here. Oh, is there any room in that bed? I'm a bit cold.
So they're going to drive 9 hours. They've done 4.5 hours just to get here for this, and then they're going to do another 4.5 going back because Cassie's got to go to work tomorrow. So thank you. Appreciate you coming down. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they didn't jump on a plane and come down like I did, but
We spoke about that.
Yeah,
Halfway
so,
here, we said, can't we get a plane?
yeah. She just chartered that one for me. He said, no, I really want you to come. It'll pick you up at the jail. Jump on it. Yeah, so I mean, you know, you got your jacket back. So I mean, I don't know when you discovered that was missing, but yeah. He rings me up. Oh, you know, serious? You know, I'm like, what jacket? What are you talking about? Like a shooting vest? Like, I had to bullshit. And I don't bullshit at all. I mean, it's all, so it was really hard. And then every time we went anywhere, I still can't find my jacket. And I'm glad Sarah wasn't there because she said if he says anything in front of me, she said I'll laugh. And yeah, so
Cass, you did well keeping it. Jono.
yeah. Well, when Sonia messaged me, I'm like, has she said anything? Or is she just joking? You know, I'm thinking, oh, Cass may have told
No, it's on
Sonia.
messaging.
And I'm like,
He's looking for the jacket.
yeah. And then I get the phone call. I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking answer.
Did you
this.
find the shoes?
What shoes?
The shoes I lost as well.
Yeah, no, they're
I didn't
comfy.
look for shoes.
Yeah, no, they're comfy. They're good. They're good.
Being the only 2021 Glen Trophy jacket, I thought I'd gone missing.
Yeah, so
He was in tears.
but yeah, I tried to
But I was upset.
I tried to knock it off here, and I had it in the room, and I'm thinking when I put the thing back, it's like, geez, that's light. And then like 2 days later, oh, where's my jacket? You know, and so he sprung me. So I don't understand how you didn't know it was me because, like, I mean, if I tried to steal it once, I was going to steal it again. But I got Cass to throw some other stuff in there, so it was heavy, you know, so I didn't feel.
It was a brown jacket.
Yeah.
He just said, go to get Walker.
Yeah, just put something in there, yeah. And he's ringing me, blah, blah, blah. I still haven't found that jacket. And then when he said, oh, I'm losing a pair of shoes, I'm like, oh, that heat's off me then, because I've got no frigging shoes. And I said, oh, have you rang the lady at the Airbnb? You know, oh, no, I haven't. It's got to be there then. It's got to be there. But Anyway, it worked out in the long run, so. But
Good stitch up.
when Sonia messaged me, he's like, yeah, he's just had a shower and he puts it on and sleeps in it every night. And, so that's how he discovered it. Like first night home, he wanted to take it down to Melbourne for the Formula One, but he was like, no, don't take it, just leave it at home, you know. Yeah, the shower, strap down, you know, no gear on, just the jacket. Yeah, so anyway, but anyway, so it's been a pleasure to do this. I don't like public speaking at all. I was actually hoping, I all but had it handballed, and he's like, no, you've got to do it. I'm like, I tried everything. I got a new job and everything to try and get out of it, and I couldn't get out of it. So
It is true. As soon as I got the points, I said, you're doing it. I said, no one else is going to do it. It's got to be you.
So yeah. But anyway, congratulations.
We have had some good times. Really.
Oh, for sure. That's what I was going to say before. So, in what year was it? We were in.
Got to talk about New Zealand in that band.
Yeah, we're in New Zealand. So I don't know if it was
With Shima, remember?
when you won
James.
the. Oh yeah, Jimmy threw up. I'm not sure whether it was in 18. I was 18 or 17. I was having a terrible year, like the worst year off. I think my first year that I ever shot, I shot better than this 17 or 8. I can't remember the year. We're in New Zealand. I was having trouble with shooting doubles on station 2. I couldn't hit the low 2 to save me light in the doubles. I tried everything. We were down at Bairnsdale and shoot a 95 or something, and all of them were low 2. It was just terrible. So went to New Zealand sort of towards the end of the year. I think I shot a 78 or 79 down here in the main national here at our shoot. Went to New Zealand and couldn't. And like I say, you have a problem target and it just compounds and it starts. You happen to get it once and then you come around here and you're thinking about the next round and it's shit. So I said to Wayne, I said, oh look, I said, I'm just wasting my time over here, or shooting to start with. I said, I don't mind missing targets, that's fine, but when you have a problem target and you miss it all the time, it's just terrible, especially if you don't know what you're doing, and I had no idea. And I said to Wayne, I said, I need to give up. I said, this is bloody ridiculous. I said, once I finish shooting for the day, we have a ball, we go to dinner, do whatever, play tricks on one another. Wayne's always farting all the time, and it's bloody disgusting. But, I let him slide. So anyway, we gets back. Wayne rang John Shima and flew John Shima over and had me booked in for a clinic, I think November. And John sorted me out. Yeah.
Suck him in, big fella.
Anyway, this guy didn't do it.
You get the orange juice in
It's making it worse. Anyway, so I just want to thank you for doing that. So now that I've got you over the line, you can piss off and get into someone else's squad. And I'll get someone else there if they want to. Just come up and see me if you want to get into the Hall of Fame, and see what we can do.
I'll just give him a little bit of a roast. So what year was it in New Zealand with James, when James came over?
19.
So
We're
Danny
in
James,
we're in
Mick,
Christchurch.
Jimmy, and Shima came with us. And anyone that's travelled, look at Mick. Anyone that's travelled with this guy,
Yeah, Sam was there too. Yeah, we're in the big bongo bus. Yeah.
he's farting.
Matty.
Is like nothing you've ever experienced in your life.
That's made up. Honestly, that's made up.
Michael's got the windows up. We've got like a commuter bus. Michael's got the windows up. Shima's in the back of the bus going, oh my God! We've got the sliding door open, hanging out the sliding door. We pull over. Jimmy jumps out the front. Sammy's videoing it, chundering under a tree. He's putrid. And poor old James,
Never been the
he's
same.
never been the same. How old was he?
He was still a junior, I reckon.
16 or something like that, yeah.
I had pity for him.
Yeah. Always put him down, I reckon.
Very high.
We almost crashed 3 times.
That was the year that Buttigieg gets home and undoes all the dirty, undoes all the dirty washing and with G Mary up and here's his bra, lacy black bra.
The lacy bra threw it in his bag. The lacy bra he found threw it in his bag.
Yeah. We found it, we were walking from dinner, we found it and we threw it all over James and well, that's coming back to the thing. And we took videos and photos in case Buddy got in trouble and then we got Jimmy to G Mary up and we put it in all the dirty clothes like this. What the frick is this?
It is the highlight. Carry mum like school kids on the travels. It's good fun.
I don't know where you're going to make bullshit up out of fart, because I don't think that happened. Yeah, so anyway, down to the important stuff, I suppose. Do you want to throw that Glen Trophy one on first? You know, get it inside and that one. Oh, you got it, have you? Yep. Oh, righto. Righto, here we go. Bit dodgy, this one. Bloody hell, put one over there, but...
Where is it?
You've had heaps of practice with your one when you're sleeping normally.
You're such a fool.
So, congratulations.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for staying. Nice. Pretty proud moment. Thank you. Got a plaque.
Yeah, you got a hat there. That might be nudes actually, maybe.
Yep.
There's a yes, hat there.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Thanks for staying. Thanks for coming.
Sorry. Sensational.